Hello guys, welcome back to The Division 2. A little bit of news and info. At the moment we are playing episode 1, which is more or less the first part of the year 1 pass DLC. It will have 3 DLCs dropping in. The first part, episode 1, dropped in somewhere in July. Next Tuesday, October 15th, episode 2 will come into play. The name of that episode is The Pentagon, The Last Castle. It will bring the Pentagon to the map, and it will also have some missions to go with that. There are 2 main missions and an intro that comes with it. If you have the year 1 pass, that is Gold Edition, Ultimate Edition owners, all of that stuff will be available on Tuesday. If you just have the normal edition of the game, then you will have to wait 1 week, because it has 7 days early access for year 1 pass holders. Next to that there will be 2 classified assignments, which are year 1 pass exclusive, so they will always remain also on October 22nd. They will be not available for the normal edition owners. And there is some other stuff coming, obviously. There's a bunch of stuff coming. You can read the patch notes here or there on the forums, I'm guessing. It's like 10 pages, so I'm not going to go over all of that. The stash here, for instance, I believe we can have 100 or 150 items in there now. That will be doubled. Some other stuff will happening as well. We have the recalibration station. The UI will completely change. A little bit of a new menu thing here. What else do we have, for instance, is that over here you have your gear. You can mod that thing, you can select it, you can just go in there and you can like right click it. You have a few options. You will have some more options available. There will also be a filter for all your gear, so that you can filter on, for instance, damage to the elite talent on it, or something that you can say like, show me all the gear that I have with hard hitting on it and that kind of stuff. So all kind of filters will come into play. What else do we have? Of course, is the Pentagon thing. Seems to have 2 new missions by the looks of it. There are also in the gear, because now we have like from certain brands we have 3 backpacks and we have 3 masks and this and that. We'll except for 5.11, that brand only has in real life 3 certain pieces that will remain 3 pieces, but for all the other brands you will have masks and backpacks and knee pads and the whole thing. You will have it from every single brand now. So there are a bunch of new gear stuff are coming. Talking about gear, if you open your map, there's not much to see at this moment in time, but also on Tuesday you will see some specific things popping up on your map, and that is because all of these missions will have a certain loot dropping. So if you're looking for like a specific backpack or something, you can immediately see, oh, this main missions, I can redo that one, because that one will drop a backpack. I believe it's with some sort of weekly system that it will change, like this week it will be that one that drops a backpack, and next week it will be that mission. So you can always do different missions throughout the weeks if you just need a backpack, and the same goes for the other gear. All of these missions, 1 or 2 missions will drop knee pads, 1 or 2 missions will drop a backpack or a vest or whatever. So if you're looking for something specific, that is what also comes into play. The raid over here, the Operation Dark Hours, that will remain the only raid at this moment in time, because there will be some new conflict zone, something with a crap diner, I believe, where you can go play around for the PvP. But the raid itself, they're on the new raid, on the second raid, they are still working. This is the Washington Airport. That's where the first raid takes place, but they are still working on the second raid, and I believe he said it will not come before the end of the year, so probably somewhere in the beginning of next year when the new raid will be coming. Now looking on this map, I see Kennedy College here and Manning Zoo and Camp White Oak. These two, Camp White Oak and Manning Zoo, will also be available as invaded missions. Every week there are like 2 or 3 missions which are invaded. That is the red zone here, and then you have to do those missions again to make them the red on your map go away, sorta. And also 1 or 2 strongholds every week. Also these 2 here will become invaded at one point or another. And also this one is kinda important, especially if you have missed the Diamondback exotic weapon. Those are the things that you can find on the pilot. The Kennedy College expeditions. From what I make of it, because I did not have the game at the time when the first DLC dropped. I only bought the game recently, beginning of September or something. And so I'm one of those guys that does not have the Diamondback, because if you talk to the pilot over here, you see Kennedy expedition.
Kenley College is only about 20.
It actually are 3 expeditions, and you have to do all 3 of them to be able to win the Diamondback exotic weapon. And if you do it now, yeah, she says that it's only 20 clicks away, but she doesn't fly there, our little pilot over here, because it's not available at the moment. But it's some sort of building with, you have the library expedition, you have the student union, and some other thing. 3 different expeditions, and if you do all 3 of them, you will be able to win the Diamondback. As I said, they are not available at the moment. They will be on Tuesday, October 15. All 3 of them will become available at once. Because what I make of it, as I said, I did not have it at the time. They were available one by one, each for 1 week, till half of August or something, and then they were suddenly no longer available. All 3 of them will become available again on Tuesday. Which also means that you can play all 3 and get your hands on the Diamondback. Next to that, yeah, a bunch of stuff happening. New gear stuff, new this, new that, and then of course, yeah, the Pentagon and all that, which not even sure where exactly it will be on the map, but that of course means we have some new zones coming into play here. I'm assuming it is somewhere over here in the south that the map will more or less expand, including this part here, I guess. That will more or less where we're going, I think. I haven't played the public test server, so not exactly sure where on the map it will be, but some people out there have been testing for quite a while. Other than that, if you are new to the game or never played that, there will be a free weekend from October 17th to October 21st on all platforms. So if you're not familiar with the game and you want to have a go at it, it is free to play for 1 weekend long. If you decide to buy it afterwards, your progress will go over in case you buy it. So you play through the 2-3 days through that free weekend, and you think like, oh, this is a cool game, I buy it. Or you decide to not buy it, that's up to you, of course. But in case you say like, okay, I buy it, then whatever you did in that weekend will just move over, and you can just carry on from where you left it after that weekend. So also that on PC, I'm assuming it's Uplay, and on the PlayStation, I'm guessing you will be able to find it in the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store for Xbox, I guess. That is where you will be able to find the free weekend game and build. That more or less was it. A quick info video on you can find all that kind of stuff more detailed, of course, if you go over the patch notes. A bunch of things have changed. Weapons are more balanced out. Certain weapons will get more damage, other weapons will get less damage, that kind of stuff. I think it's 10 pages of patch notes that you can find there, with all kind of little things that have changed. There's one more thing which is also coming. I'm running here with the sharpshooter on my back, and that is of course a specialization. We have 4 of them at this moment: Gunner, Demolitionist, Survivalist and Sharpshooter. A 5th one will enter the game and it's called Technician, I believe. It will have a some sort of rocket launcher as a signature weapon, and also that becomes here available on Tuesday. If you have year 1 pass, it will immediately be unlocked. If you don't have year 1 pass, then you will be able to start playing whatever it is you need to play to unlock it. So that new specialization is available for everybody on Tuesday already. That more or less will be it. Quick and short video. If you're interested to play the game and you're not familiar with it, free weekend October 17th to 21st. Other than that, I might do some stream or video on it on Tuesday, because I am a year 1 pass owner. That means most of it will be available on Tuesday for me, except for the raid, because they're still working on the new raid. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.